Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney, and today I want to talk to you about what to do when you're not feeling motivated. Before I get to that though, I want to let you know actually about something new that I have due to popular demand. People always want to know what I'm doing for my systems, how I make things happen, how I save so much time, how I sort of operate efficiently. And so I decided to start sort of building some of these things out and to give them to you guys. And what I just created and I'm sort of putting out there to the world right now is all of my follow-up sequences. So, when there's a potential client, when there's a current client and I need things from them, when there's a completed client or a former client and I want to keep in touch with them, I have a lot of email automations and things like that that I use to sort of make all the work easy, to make it so I don't have to remember to follow up with people. It just does it all. And I put all that together and I'm offering it to you. It's only $7, okay? Super cheap. If you go to unconventionalfollowup.com, you can check that out. So unconventionalfollowup.com. If it sounds something like you want to look at, take a look. But today, we're here to talk about what to do when you're not feeling motivated. And there's actually 3 things that I do, and I was not feeling motivated today. That's why I wanted to talk about it, and I had a conversation with one of the guys in the sanctuary about it, and I thought it would be sort of apropos because I think we all have those days when we're just not feeling it. You don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like working. You don't feel like answering emails. You certainly don't feel like talking to clients. And what do you do about it, right? Because I think a lot of times, I will say this at the beginning, at the beginning, the one thing that you really want to be aware of and make sure that you don't do is create a pattern where you have multiple days of doing nothing, okay? Use one of these 3 things or whatever else you come up with to get out of that rut or that funk, but don't let it happen over and over again because then it becomes a habit. Then it gets really hard to get out of, okay? But with that being said, we all have those days, right? We're not robots. We're not machines. Sometimes, like our brain chemistry might be off. Sometimes, something happens in our lives, kind of throws us off. Sometimes we don't get a good night's sleep. Sometimes, who knows? It's just like Monday or it's just Tuesday and you just don't feel like doing much. And it's in those days that there are opportunities again to make sure that you sort of nip it in the bud, to take care of it, to sort of allow it to only last as long as it needs to last before you can sort of get back to your thing, get back to your work, get back to doing whatever you need to do to sort of move forward with what you're trying to accomplish. And so there's really sort of 3 things that I try to do, and I wanted to share those with you because they work. They work for me at least, and maybe they'll work for you. All right. The first thing I do sometimes is I will just literally try to grind it out. And what I try to do then, it's sort of like if you ever try to run up a big hill before, it's hard. And you're looking up like this, it sucks. And what I try to do in that case is I actually put my head down. I look at the ground, and all I think about is I'm going to take one more step. I'm going to take one more step. I'm going to take one more step. And I just sort of focus on taking that next step until I get to the top of the hill. And every time I get to the top of the hill, and this typically feels shorter than I thought it was going to be, you kind of get lost in your head when you do that. And that's what I would recommend trying when you are having sort of off day, is to just pick the next thing that you need to do. Don't worry about anything else, and just sort of put your head down and do that thing. And when you get done with that thing, put your head down, do the next thing. So at least you're getting something done. Even if you're going slower than you might go, even if, you're still like sort of grumpy about it, at least you're getting something done. And it's good practice because it can help you progress on those days when you're not feeling it, right? So that's the first thing that you can do. Sometimes though, you start doing that and you just are not feeling it, right? You just are not feeling it. And I've been there too. What I will do sometimes on those days is I'll just quit. I'll quit for the day. I'll just wrap it up. I'll go watch a movie. I'll go Netflix and chill. I will often go just for a walk. I'll go do anything that I can do, listen to a podcast, just do anything to just clear my mind, give myself a mental break. I'm not hard on myself. I'm 0 hard on myself. I just accept it for what it is, know that we'll come back tomorrow and do better, and just take a day off. And we all deserve that. I think we all need that sometimes, a little bit of a break. And if you go for too long without a break, you can really find yourself in some trouble. So sometimes you just need that break. And the third thing that I try to do, which actually helps me to avoid these days sort of from the beginning is I really try to, I do this every day actually. So I do like this visualization exercise every day. And I have long-term goals and I have short-term goals. And I take a couple minutes and I think about where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do, and I see it. You know, I see that beach house. I see that, you know, whatever that thing might be for you. And by seeing that, you know, it sort of helps rev up your motivation even for the day. And if you have short-term goals and long-term goals, then it helps with both, because the short-term goal sort of can rev you up in a day on a daily basis, and then the long-term goal sort of keeps you on that long, smooth rev. If that makes any sense. So that's the third thing that I do. So hopefully that makes sense. If you're in a rut, if you're in a big rut too, hey, come in the Facebook group, tell everybody, talk about it. You know, sometimes it's good to just have a conversation and get it out there, what's going on, and you know, somebody talking about it makes a big difference too. So there's a bonus one. But that's it. All right. So as always, if you like this video or if you like this episode or whatever you're at, hit the like button. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. If you know somebody needs to hear this, please share it. And if you want to have access to all of my email automations, potential client, completed client, former client, automations for $7. And I show you how to put them all together too. So it's not like I'm just giving you these things. You can literally plug and play. Go to unconventionalfollowup.com. Okay, it's a brand new thing. Unconventionalfollowup.com. Be the first. That's it. All right. As always, I am Christopher Small. I am the Unconventional Attorney. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you again soon. See ya.